Hey, what's going on, guys? Courtesy with Wirefly, and in this video we're going to talk about what Motorola announced in their very own event. Let's get started. Like the press invite that Motorola sent out, they were going to announce the Moto G, Moto X, Moto 360, and the new Bluetooth headset, which is known as the Motorola Hint. The Moto X is Motorola's flagship phone, and it is now bigger and better than ever. The design on it changed a little bit since it now has a metal chassis all the way around, which gives any phone a premium feel. It also has interchangeable backs that you can change it between rubberized regular backs to some backs made out of some wood material, or if you want the really premium feel or premium look to it, you can even buy some leather backings. Looking at the back of the phone, the camera is a 13 megapixel camera which has a really unique flash on it. The flash is a ring around the camera, which makes it look pretty sleek, looks pretty original, and actually looks pretty cool. The front facing camera is a 2 megapixel camera, and yes, the display is bigger. It's a 5.2 1080p OLED display. This phone is running the latest version of Android, which is 4.4.4 KitKat, and it has a 2.5 GHz quad-core processor with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 chipset. It has 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage, and you can expand it up to 32 GB. And if you want to view videos or anything on this phone, you have two front-facing speakers, which should sound pretty good. And well, this phone has pretty much anything you can ask for on a phone. And well, let's move on to the Moto G. This is probably the most popular phone that Motorola has ever made. It's very affordable and it has pretty good features on it. The design of this phone is pretty similar to its predecessor. It's still plastic all the way around. You can exchange the back of this phone to put whatever color you want, or if you want to put the flap design on it. The display on this phone is bigger. It's a 5-inch display, which is only 720p display. It is running the latest version of Android 4.4.4 KitKat, and it's being powered by a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor and a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 chipset. It has an 8 megapixel camera on the back and a 2 megapixel camera in the front, and also in the front are two stereo speakers, one on the top, one on the bottom, so you're going to have a nice experience watching videos. It has 1 GB of RAM, and it comes with either 8 or 16 GB of internal memory. This phone might sound pretty basic, but it should be enough for the normal user, and probably even more than what a normal user would ask for. Moving on to the Motorola Hint, or you can call it Motorola's latest Bluetooth headset. This Bluetooth headset is very discreet, and it's designed to fit right in your ear. It's supposed to have some sensors, so once you have it paired to your phone, it should detect when you have it in your ear, so it pairs automatically or connects to your phone automatically, and once you have it out of your ear, it disconnects and it stops using its power. It's a pretty neat feature, and if you buy it along with the newest Moto X or Moto G, you're going to be able to control everything on that phone with only your voice. Yes, it is going to be compatible with other phones, but it's going to work better with those Motorola phones. It's supposed to have 3 hours of talk time, but it comes with a charging case so you can use it up to 10 hours because that little case or cradle works as a charging device. It's pretty cool because it's out of the way, but I don't see myself using that. And finally, the Moto 360. This is a watch that everybody has been talking about for the last few months. This is such an elegant looking watch. It's probably the smallest and most discreet watch of them all. Besides it looking like a regular watch, it's small enough to pretty much fit in anyone's wrist. This watch has a 1.2 Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 chipset, 512 GB of RAM, and 4 GB of internal storage, a 1.56-inch LCD display, which has a little black bar on the bottom which holds all the internals of this watch. It barely has any bezels, so that's why it has that little black bar on the bottom. Like I said, this watch is really elegant. Supposedly this watch is going to last up to a day, which I am already doubting about, but you can charge it wirelessly without a need of placing it right on a cradle. It may be the best looking smartwatch, but like I've said in the past and I'll say it again, no one has made the best smartwatch yet. They still need to fix battery life issues and functionality. But I guess this smartwatch that is running Android Wear should be pretty good for being the first generation. But anyways, that was it for Motorola's event that was held in Chicago. If you want to know more about the products that have been put out this week, be sure to check out the channel and subscribe to the channel for more videos to come. I was Carlos with Wirefly, and I will see you guys in the next video.